Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the 27th December edition of the Blue Brand and the wildest wrestling news stories you need to know, including the Colossal Championship clash set for the Royal Rumble, a major roadblock facing The Rock's participation at Mania, watch out for false Royal Rumble rumors, top TNA talent WWE bound, Nikki Cross's daring new move, and more. As always, we won't recap the matches, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good, adding Braun to the mix. Sami Zayn got some much-needed help tonight from Braun Strowman, a situation that could create some fresh faces for Solo Sikoa's bloodline to battle. Anyone facing the bloodline needs some backup, so it was good to see Braun Strowman thrown into the mix. Although Strowman came up short against the numbers game, the idea of the monster among monsters throwing down with the Samoan werewolf has Slobberknocker written all over it. Backstage build-up for tag teams. Smackdown provided a glimmer of light for its woefully booked tag team division, with WWE giving TV time to many tag teams in meaningful segments as it explored the mystery of who attacked the Street Profits a few weeks back, robbing them of their chance at the WWE Tag Team Championship. These segments featured teams including DIY, the Motor City Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly, and Los Garzas, building up future matchups. Backstage segments are a good way to tell a story by creating chapters to explore ongoing programs and keep fans tuned in. And tonight, WWE showed it knows how to use these segments. Nick Aldis is still Smackdown Man of Steel. Nick Aldis proved he's still the Man of Steel regarding authority figures, laying the law down for Kevin Owens along with Pretty Deadly's Kit Wilson and Elton Prince. While Aldis has his limitations, which is inevitable since wrestling is based on the idea that arguments are ultimately settled in the ring, his threats are believable, as is the idea that wrestlers will think twice before questioning him. Cody versus KO ladder match build. It's official, Cody Rhodes will battle Kevin Owens in a ladder match at the Royal Rumble to settle who the real world's champion is. Many fans suspected the battle over the two belts, the Undisputed Championship and the Winged Eagle belt, would end in a ladder match. The WWE has done well in building things up to the match. If WWE can maintain the program's heat for the next month, this will be a sensational start to the 2025 PLE season. Andrade versus Shinsuke should be a good match. Andrade versus Shinsuke Nakamura is a match that should steal the show next week when SmackDown expands to 3 hours. Both superstars are exceptional talents, and Andrade likely wants to send a message to management that he's more than a good worker. Sadly, that's the only downside to this program. Andrade has jobbed too much to be considered a viable contender for the King of Strong Styles United States Championship. Pretty Deadly is pretty funny. It's not easy to get over in a promotion where TV time is scarce and wrestlers are surrounded by world-class talent, which is why Pretty Deadly's comedy segments is their best bet right now for getting over. Wilson and Prince's act is so over the top that it's funny, especially their ongoing quest to fund their musical. This may be a case of a team biding its time with backstage segments until they catch a break and get a program. Chelsea Green's Red, White, and Green celebration. Sometimes the predictable is the way to go. Chelsea Green's United States Championship celebration was destined to end in shambles, but Green, and to a lesser extent Piper Niven, made this fun to watch. Chelsea is already proving that WWE chose wisely to make her Women's United States Champion. The bad. Tiffany/Candice Bad Acting 101. Tonight's confrontation between Candice LeRae and Tiffany Stratton was the type of bad acting fans can expect from WWE films, or for older fans, any Hulk Hogan movie. Hopefully the talent agency that signed Ms. Money in the Bank didn't see her shouting match with the Poison Pixie, or they may cancel her deal. Throwing good money after bad. Michin's current feud with Chelsea Green is a real head-scratcher as WWE squeezed what little life it could out of their program before Green won the Women's US title. Michin wasn't elevated by the feud or her involvement in the title tournament, and there are so many other talents who should be fighting Green. The WWE's epic fail with A-Town Down Under. What's happened with A-Town Down Under? A tag team that looked ideal for Austin Theory to regain the momentum he lost after being drafted to SmackDown, and to set up a feud between Grayson Waller and Theory. At one point, things looked good as the two proved the perfect comedic foils for various WWE superstars and showed they were a good addition to the tag division, even winning the WWE Tag Team Championship. Unfortunately, WWE doesn't know what to do with them, and the bottom has fallen out, with their rumored breakup dragging out so long fans stopped caring, and both superstars now looking like they're ready to move to main event. The downright ugly. Nothing ugly. SmackDown was a tighter show than last week, which gives fans hope that the WWE will use the extra hour next week to take advantage of its deep roster. Championship clash set for Royal Rumble. Topping today's news is the announcement that Kevin Owens will battle WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes in a ladder match at the Royal Rumble. PW Chronicle recently tweeted, "Cody Rhodes is set to defend the Undisputed WWE Championship against Kevin Owens in a ladder match at WWE Royal Rumble on Saturday, February 1st, 2015. The Winged Eagle WWE Championship will also be suspended above the ring for the match." Although some fans discussed WWE booking a Cody vs. Kevin match at Raw's Netflix debut, that's not the case. WWE may feel it already has enough major matches for the Red Brand's 6th January show and doesn't want to overbook it. Whatever the reason, the Royal Rumble is shaping up to be a blockbuster event. Jeff Hardy looking to retire CM Punk? Could Jeff Hardy end up retiring CM Punk as part of his own retirement? That seems to be Jeff's plan for ending his career, as he recently gave an interview during an appearance at the HOG Live for Today's Show. There, Jeff discussed his career and how he'd like to wrap it up. "Ultimately, man, I'd like to do a really cool match in WWE and do the Hall of Fame and all that stuff to really end it on the highest note possible." Wrestling's charismatic enigma elaborated on how he sees things ending. "Looking back at my career now, the history is just a glimpse, like a blink of an eye when you achieve so much and then you're here at this point, older in life. So it'd be really special to have a killer match, maybe make CM Punk retire, and then go into the Hall of Fame." What do you think of Jeff's plans, and would you like to see them come true? Let us know in the comments below. Jordynne Grace faces major decision. Jordynne Grace has some thinking to do, as Fightful Select is reporting the TNA Wrestling Triple Crown winner's deal with TNA is expiring soon. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful has confirmed that Grace's last contracted dates for TNA are the weekend of TNA Genesis, January 19th, 2025. She's scheduled to take on Tessa Blanchard at the show. Ringside News notes that WWE is interested in signing Grace, which comes as no surprise given her talent in the ring. The 28-year-old wrestler, who also holds several records in women's powerlifting, has appeared in the WWE before, including a 2024 Royal Rumble appearance and a match against NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez. Don't believe the hype. Time for a friendly reminder to exercise caution when it comes to wrestling rumors. The Royal Rumble is just a month away, which has fueled the wrestling rumor mill about who will compete and who will emerge victorious. However, Ringside News is reporting, according to sources, WWE's production team hasn't even finalized entrant orders yet, making these leaks impossible to verify. Production and entrant orders are never done a month before the event, we are told. There are many wild cards as WWE heads into WrestleMania 41, including whether The Rock can work the show and whether any unexpected injuries will sideline plans. Although WWE books with long-term plans in mind, things can change in a heartbeat, which is reason enough to be wary of rumors. Possible roadblock for The Rock working WrestleMania. The question of whether The Rock can work WrestleMania has the WWE making contingency plans for the Showcase of the Immortals main events. According to wrestling purists Ibu, Hollywood seems to be the biggest threat right now for sidelining the final boss. The Rock has to do Moana reshoots that were originally not planned and accounted for. The match on slate right now is Cody Cena. Triple H has a couple WrestleMania cards prepared in case of emergency. WWE is working with card number 2, Cena Rhodes and Reigns Punk being your headliners. Do you think WrestleMania will be okay without The Rock's participation? Nikki Cross unveils new counter to Stinkface. Last but not least, the Stinkface has been around for decades, but wrestlers may be reluctant to use it after watching Nikki Cross's crafty counter to the move. Fans attending the WWE's Madison Square Garden holiday card witnessed a wild showdown between the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six. Things looked bad for the Wyatts at one point when Scarlett Boudreaux attempted a Stinkface on Nikki Cross. However, Cross countered by taking a big bite out of Boudreaux's behind, leading to Scarlett running for help. For those wondering, the Wyatts rallied, getting the win. What do you think of Cross's counter, and is this the end of the Stinkface? Well guys, there you have it, WrestleLamia's look at the 27th December edition of Smackdown, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know in wrestling. Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.